Everybody, Frank Emanuel with GymSuccess.com coming to you with possibly the last video submission of 2010. So it is a super duper exciting time to be in the health club business. A little bit different, I know, after the last couple of years. Maybe it's not the feeding frenzy that it once was in January because there's so much more competition out there these days, and we just have to acknowledge that. But it doesn't mean that this isn't going to be a super first quarter for everybody, especially if you've marketed your club effectively. And that's what I want to talk about today, just real quick. I actually posted this on the site, but I wanted to give it a little bit more time to sink in and really expand on my comments earlier. Because the question I was getting a lot from club owners and clients of ours was, how do I differentiate myself from the competitors? Usually in the form of a lower price or in some sort of special or promotion. And if you read my post the other day, you realize that I am really adamant against dropping your price for this time of year. Certainly I know that's an initial gut reaction. It's, everybody's going to be running specials and discounting their rates, and I don't want somebody going somewhere else and getting a better deal. And I think that's really where we have to define what we mean by a better deal, because if you deliver a quality product, if you stand behind your service and you know that people are happy that are members of your facility, that your personal trainers are top-notch and that people really do see results, that you offer a lot of variety that they can't get anywhere else, that you keep the club clean, that you have some specialty amenities that maybe set you apart from these other clubs, then it shouldn't be about price at all. And I think that's where a lot of times in mindset we get things wrong. Gang, if you are still competing based on price, I can assure you that eventually you're going to lose. Somebody is going to be willing to come in and do exactly what you do for a little bit cheaper. And so rather than continuing to lower your price, you need to increase your value. You need to increase your relationships or improve your relationships with your members, with the community, with your prospects. Okay, you need to develop yourself as the go-to option, regardless of price. And so, as you prepare for the new year, as you continue to push through the first quarter into the second quarter and third and fourth, and making 2011 the best year ever in the fitness business, what I want you to do is to really focus on improving your offering, improving your facility, the value that you bring, like I said, the relationships that you have out there, the business-to-business interactions, and deepening your meaning to your members and to the clients that you may have if you run a personal training studio. Become more involved in community events. Aggressive marketing, or I should say, marketing more aggressively. Marketing more aggressively, like I said, doesn't mean offering a better price. It just means if you've only been doing direct mail or you've only been placing some ads in a newspaper, then let's talk about gift cards, registration boxes, business of the week programs, corporate memberships, outside boot camps, corporate wellness programs. Start enhancing your value in the eyes of the consumer and the general population in your market. And I think what you'll find is that all of a sudden this mentality or this need to feel like you have to go out and price match everybody or lowball your prices just disappear, because you know that you're delivering the best product. And there will always be room for the cream of the crop. There will always be room for the premium club, for the premium facility. Just like there'll always be room for the lowball, bottom feeders. And that's fine. And you know what? If you are a low-cost model or a value-based budget facility, that's fine too. Just be the best value-based, low-cost model you can be. You can certainly differentiate yourself from the next $10 facility that's going to spring up. And so I want everybody to have a great 2011. We appreciate each and every one of our members. Thanks for being with us throughout this past year. And there's some super things to come on the horizon for the new year. And we're excited to have you as a part of it. And Happy New Year. It's been a great 2010 and on to bigger and better things in 2011. Be safe, and we will talk to you next year.